SPY with a little bit of a pullback here now, back below the VWAP, back below the 15. So you got to be cautious with longs here. I'm not in any, but if you are, you want to be cautious here. Again, I'm just in PBR short right now. SPY coming in. Pretty significant gap fill if it comes all the way down here. All right, gonna look what I can see what I can find here. Welcome to the YouTube, folks. I think Pat, I hope you heard me tell you. You asked about that NAOV as a Momo trade this morning. You took it 3 times for profits. Yeah, it was an excellent Momo trade, one that I traded a couple of times, and probably the one of the best picks of Momos this morning. SPY just drifting down here, trying to bounce a little bit right now. I'm watching PBR again. I'm short PBR. Trying to make a little bit of a bounce here. PBR entered that at 8.66 cents. I got a sell order at 94. It's at 74 right now. All right, had to step away for a minute. Just kind of watching PBR bouncing back up here. Watch the SPY. Yeah, trying to bounce a little bit. Coming up toward the VWAP. Pat's, with something like PBR, what option IV would be acceptable to you? I think have a psychological problem entering on stacked reds like that without waiting for a pullback. You can always wait for a pullback on that. I'm just looking at deltas on these things. I didn't think that the option prices were too bad on PBR when you go in the money. Let's see what they were in the ones I got. Let's see. Let's see there. Right now, options are trading at 65 by 71. I paid 66 for them. They have a delta of 78 and an implied volatility about 64. Normally you want to see implied volatility lower than that, but that's just not the way it is today. But I have 62. Right now, I've got 62 cents out of the 66 that I paid for it. I get 62 cents of intrinsic value in it. Because it's 12.50 right on PBR, and PBR is trading right now at 11.88. So again, I've got 12.50 puts with 11.88. So that's let's say 11.90. So about 60 cents of intrinsic value in it, and I paid 66 for it. So that's pretty good. When you've got that much intrinsic value, so I've only got like 6 cents of extrinsic value on it. I'm not worried too much about the IV at that point. Pats, yeah. ALB is also another good short setup. ALB is a good short setup. One of the people in the room here also identified that. I mean, there's several decent short setups. And you obviously can just wait for a pullback and then buy it. If buy a short if you want to. Again, I took it here, and I still like it here short. And this would be a good place to take it, although I actually get in a little cheaper than this, but still, this is a good place for that. And ALB is also a pretty good one. I've got PBR with support down at around 11. What is that? 11.50, about 11.50. So I'm only looking to get about 20-30 cents out of this thing. So that should be fine. All right, see if we get any questions in the room here. Coming up on about 11:45. Cedric, NVIDIA a good short down here to its prior day high. I mean, it is sitting right on the 8 exponential moving average, but I mean, listen, I don't like the short stocks that are green for the day. NVIDIA is up right now 6%. So you're trying to go short a stock that's up 6% on today. I mean, it's outperforming the SPY. Of course, it's all a gap, but it's still very strong here this morning. So I would be hesitant to short NVIDIA at all. First of all, I'd be hesitant to short anything that's that green for the day. The SMH, which is the ETF semiconductor ETF, is up 4% today. So NVIDIA is up even more than that. So I would not be shorting. Should that. Joe says PBR can be a choppy mess. Yeah, it can be. It can be. it chops around a lot. But I'm just basing it off of this drop down right now. And again, it's red for the day. Market's green. Got relative weakness. It's below the 1195 support level, so that's why I took it. ALB is also a good one, by the way. SPY pull back, bounced up here, right to the 15. Pretty choppy. Looking at the T2104, it's relatively bullish. It did pull back a little bit here at about 1045, but it's pretty flat right now, actually.
On TSM, seeing volume downtick on those earlier headlines, as well as traders circulating a block put play in the August 150s. That's TSM. Also on those, we're seeing some follow-up commentary from Greer. Says we excluded pharmaceuticals and semis from reciprocal tariffs because we think they need their own investigations.
Coming up on 12 o'clock here in just a few minutes. It's just nice gap up, kind of a drift up this morning, and then just drifting down, now just chopping around again here at lunchtime. Triple Qs looking very similar. PV, again, I'm short PVR, that's the position I've got on right now. Not in any Momo stocks at the moment. I don't see any that jump out at me. Had XTP this morning. Whoops, SXTP. And this one this morning on that move, caught that, and then NAOV, another Momo stock. Caught that one this morning as well. And it's just pretty choppy right now. I don't really see anything else jumping out at me.
Imagine making $453,000 in a single month as an affiliate marketer without relying on Google.
Oh, Hello traders, this is Dave with the SPY Super System Options Room and Alert Service. It's just going to be a quick video I wanted to put out on the trading that we've done in the last week when the market has dropped so much. We had I'm sure you're familiar with the huge drop we've had in the indexes. SPY dropped 10% in 2 days. Very big sell-offs on the Dow Jones Industrials, down about 3,900 points in 2 days. Very severe drop. And I just want to go over the results that we had and why we're able to maintain profitability month after month, regardless of the trading conditions or the market conditions. So we'll go into that right now. All right, so good evening or good afternoon or good morning, wherever you are. Again, this is going to be fairly quick. I'm not going to go into an awful lot of detail, but I do want to cover some of the results. All right, first thing I have to do is the disclaimer. All signals and trading opportunities we provide here are for educational and demonstration purposes only. Trading is very risk neutral, choppy. There's a huge amount of profitable trader. We need an edge over, and then we have to have a daily bullish trying to catch the volatility. It's a 5-minute chart. Do that by identifying when the institutions. This is the SPY Super System that this sits on top of. Extremely volatile. This I just kind of wanted to point out. This is the trades we closed last week, from the 28th of March up and through Friday of this past week, which was 4/4. We just had 4 trades on. That's all. These are all the trades we closed. There's nothing else. These are all the trades we closed. AVGO, which is Broadcom. We entered this trade for 75 cents, so $75 a contract. Closed it for $1.04, 39% profit. That was just in 1 day. That was a spread. Then we did Nike. This thing was a monster, and we took this on 328. We entered 285 per contract. We closed it for $9 per contract. That's a 216% profit. The biggest profit we've ever had in one of our trades. This was massive, and of course it was caused by the big drop in the market. But again, we were short AVGO, we were short Nike, we were short Sarepta, and we had a straddle on NNE. We didn't care which direction the trade went. And these are the 4 trades that we had last week that we closed. We closed all 4 of these. AVGO, Nike for 216 profit. Sarepta, we get in at 450, closed it for $8, 78% profit. And NNE entered for $1.80 per contract, get out for $2.25, a 25% profit. Those are the 4 trades we closed. While the SPY was down 10%, over 10% of the SPY was down. We were up 86% on those 4 trades we closed. And again, this is what patience and maintaining discipline does for you. When other people were freaking out about the way the market was going, we were in beautiful shape. We didn't have to sweat it at all. As it turned out here, again, we didn't have a lot of trades on, but we had very good setups that
On OMEX, while the form RW.
SPY pretty choppy here. PBR pulling back nicely, very nicely. And ALP, which was another nice short, doing decently as well. And CTO, the other short that we looked at this morning, pretty compressed here right now. Nike moving sideways. NVIDIA coming down. off of below the VWAP. Again, big gap up in NVIDIA this morning, but moving pretty much sideways right now. SPY just moving along the 15 here, not doing much at all. Again, PBR is the only trade I'm in right now, short, down to 1177. I got sell order on at 94 cents. I get in at 66, trading at 70. Well, it just went to 72, but it must be jumping around here because it was 76 a minute ago. Now it's 72, but still coming down. Again, I'm gonna look to get out at 94 today if I can. Don't see any decent Momo trades right now to try to take.
Fed Schoolsby says that the tariffs are much more than what we had been modeling.
I'm going to change my sell order in PBR to 84. 84. It'll give me about 30%. That'd be fine with me for today for a trade. One trade like that, I'll take it. Again, replacing it to 84 cents on PBR. If anybody's in this thing with me. Pretty slow market right now. Just a choppy market. No sellers and buyers pretty well paired off here. At about 12:16, I'm going to get some lunch here in a couple minutes. Market is pretty choppy now. I mean, it's had a nice big gap up, quite a reversal. Again, a relief rally, up almost a little over 3% on the SPY. Drifted up nicely. Now it's just kind of drifting around. SPY up about 2% right now on the SPY. Triple Qs up about 2.5%, just a little bit more, a little stronger than the SPY, but its price action looks very similar. And IWM looks a little bit weaker. It's only up 0.8%, and it's below the VWAP and heading back down to the pivot point, just kind of chopping. So I don't see any particularly great trades here right now. Again, I'm in PBR. I changed my order from 94 to sell to 84. Getting in 66. So I'm looking to take about 30% in PBR. That's about all. I mean, there's again, this is a little bit of a relief. Big market's a little bit relieved because of the bounce up here this morning after that massive pullback last week, but the charts are still horribly bearish. So we'll see where we go from here. Right, I'm gonna get some lunch here in just a minute. I want to thank everybody on the YouTube side for coming in today. Appreciate it. I'll be back again tomorrow, about 11 o'clock or so. And have a good afternoon or a good morning, and see everybody on YouTube back here tomorrow.